everyone, welcome back to another reading vlog. It has been so long since I have filmed one of these. Life has just been so hectic and crazy and overwhelming. I have been working on another video that I'm hoping to post soon because in the past few months my health has been really bad and I've been really struggling with all my chronic illnesses. And I was just doing like a whole video on updating that and my journey through chronic illness and like the reality of living with that. So I'm hopefully going to be working more on that soon. But I really wanted to jump on here and do another weekly reading vlog because I haven't done one in so long and I've missed chatting about books and reading and showing you guys my little weekly updates. So a quick little like life update just to keep you all in the loop. My endo got so bad recently in the past few months that I was sick almost every day and I thought I was going to have surgery again. So I went back to my specialist and he's put me on this like injection that kind of stops my cycle and puts me into a temporary menopause, which is really interesting, but so far it is working really well. I just feel normal. I just feel like I have energy. I don't have any pain. I've also started this diet for my health. I saw a girl over on Instagram do this diet for endo and it helped with her pain significantly. So it's called the AIP diet, it's the autoimmune protocol diet, and it pretty much cuts out almost everything. It's so strict. It's just fruit, veggies and meat, and I don't even eat meat because I have been vegan for a long time, but I have reintroduced fish, and then I've also decided to have tofu with this diet because I don't want to eat any other meat and I need something else that's like protein. So I've been doing this diet for like 8-9 days now and I feel amazing. Like I feel so good, and also about the same time that I've been doing these injections, so it's kind of hard to tell what's what, but yeah, I'm feeling really good and I just like am able to go out and have days out. I still like have flares up and like if I push myself too much I don't feel that great, but I feel so much better than how I was feeling the last few months so far, so fingers crossed it stays like that. Yeah, it's good news so far, I guess. Today is Wednesday, so I'm going to start a reading vlog in the middle of the week, but that's okay because I have lots of reading updates to give you guys, so it will make this vlog long. I just wanted to quickly update you on what I'm currently reading. I'm currently reading a book on my Kindle and it's called The Temperature by Catherine Gibson, I think. It doesn't have the author on here. I got this as a NetGalley proof, like early copy, but it has been released since I got it because I got it a while ago. It's set in Australia, I'm pretty sure, and it is about a girl who gets fired from her job right outside the book because of a controversial tweet that she makes, and we don't really know what the tweet is yet. I'm like 10% of the way through, but I think it's to do with like climate change and like calling out this big figure in like politics and stuff. So she gets a new job and it's kind of like, it's very like literary fiction, like just like different people and characters, but also talking about climate change, and I'm really enjoying the writing style. And I think from reading the blurb it follows different characters throughout the novel, so I'm interested to see how it kind of changes perspective. So yeah, I am really enjoying that one so far. And then the other book that I am in the middle of reading is Sanatorium by Abby Palmer. This is a book that was recommended to me by some friends that also have chronic illness. This is about Abby Palmer herself. She goes to like a water facility rehabilitation centre for her chronic illness, and it's just a collection of poetries and writing on chronic illness and pain, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. And yeah, that is my little reading update for now. I'll update you guys on what I have read recently later in the video, but the plan for this week, today I need to do a big reset. My room is really messy. I just need to clean and just get back into routine because I have been away for the weekend and a few days and I'm just in a bit of chaos at the moment. Trying to get back into routine. I recently bought myself a treadmill and I've been doing daily walks. That's for my exercise physiologist with my POTS, and it's been really helping. I've been doing like my little 20-minute walk and listening to music and walking, and that's been great. So I'll go on a walk today. And yeah, just gonna organise my life today, get back on track. And then the rest of the week, tomorrow, Thursday, I'm not doing anything, just another chill day at home reading. And then Friday, I am going to a concert with my beautiful friend Hannah. We are going to see Lainey, which is one of my absolute all-time favourite bands. I've seen them about like 4 or 5 times already. And I'm really excited to just go have a boogie and listen to their music. And then I'm staying down at my boyfriend's house down in the city, and just gonna have a few nice days down there. And I'll keep you guys updated on all my reading. And yeah, I'll do some reviews later in the video of books that I've read recently, because I think I need to give you all an update on what I have read recently. It's been a while. My god, there's butterflies all outside. It just looks so springy and bright and sunny and beautiful and green, and there's a horse and just butterflies everywhere. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys the best present that I have ever received. My beautiful friend Emma from book club gave me a late birthday present on the weekend. We went to a Halloween party, which was really fun. And she got me this beautiful present. It's actually something that I've been wanting to buy myself for a while, but I've been really indecisive and just putting it off. But she got me, oh, I screamed when I opened this. It's just like so exciting. She got me my very own book stamp that's engraved with my name on it. So this is from the library of Gabby Ogden. And a little ink pad, and I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like stamped. So I got my copy of Dolly Alderton, Good Material. Look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. It says from the library of Gabby Ogden, and then it has like meadow, beautiful, like whimsical flowers. So cute. So today's job is to go through my bookshelf and stamp some of my books, which is such a lovely way to spend my day. Yeah, I'm just gonna go through and stamp some of my all-time favorite books, and yeah, oh, I'm so excited. Hi everyone, happy Friday. I am so happy it is Friday today. I'm having the best day today. I'm heading into the city in about 3 hours to go meet Hannah, and we're gonna go out for dinner, and then we're gonna go to Lainey, and I am just so excited. I'm gonna have a really lovely weekend, but I really wanted to jump on here quickly before I head off to update you all on my reading for the past month or two, because I have not talked about the books that I have read, and I have still been reading even though I have not been filming and posting. So yeah, I just wanted to jump in and let you know what I've been reading. I'm still currently reading the same books that I was at the start of the week, but I'm further into both of them. I'm kind of like going between both of them. But yeah, I'm going to start with some of the books that I read in September. So it's now November 1st, so we're very behind, but that's okay. I decided to read some of the Booker Prize nominees. This one was longlisted but unfortunately not shortlisted, which I was so sad about because this book was amazing. This was Headshot by Rita Bullwinkle. This is a short story that follows different female boxers and they're all in the same boxing competition, and it's all set out with their competition. So it's this person versus this person, and then it's like what they're thinking during that competition, and then it like moves on, and then it finally gets to the final like grand finale kind of boxing match, and then you find out the winner. But it's so much more than boxing, because I'm not really that into sports and boxing, but it's so much about like girlhood and just all their thoughts and reflections on life, and it's really beautifully poetically written, and I had so much fun reading it. It was such an interesting way to lay out a story, and yeah, I really liked it. I ended up giving it 4.5 stars out of 5, and yeah, it was great. The next book that I read also in September, even though September was quite a small reading month for me, was Duckula Orange for Breakfast by Karina May. This book ended up being one of my all-time favourites of this year. This book is set in Australia. I'm pretty sure it's set in Sydney from memory, and it follows a lady who is getting ready for brain surgery, and just the whole stress and everything that comes with that, and then also going through a breakup from a long-term partner. Her partner, she found out, was cheating on her, and she's also going through brain surgery, and it's very like sad and deep, but it's the way it's written is very funny. And she goes onto dating apps, and she decides to get like a bit of a distraction while she's waiting for her surgery, but she doesn't want to tell anyone that she's getting brain surgery, and she ends up finding like a connection with this guy, and yeah, it kind of just blossoms from there, and it's like really funny and really sweet and just such a beautiful romance. It reminded me a lot, like so much, of Dolly Alderton's style of writing and romance, and yeah, it just ended up being the sweetest love story, and like unexpected things happen, but it's all really sweet. Yeah, I really like that one. The next book that I read in September, I have a physical copy of. A lot of these books I read like borrowed from the library or an audiobook on my phone or on my Kindle, so I don't have physical copies, but I have this one. This was The Haters by Robin Harding. This is a story about this author. She releases her first ever like debut novel, and she gets this mystery 1-star review, and then all of a sudden like all these reviews and hate starts flooding through, and then it starts like impacting her actual life. She gets stalked, and it's all about cancel culture, but then it kind of turns into a bit of a thriller, and it reminded me in a way of Yellowface. I was like set in the literary world and also kind of a thriller, and starts to impact her real life, and it was definitely a fun, fast-paced book to read, but I don't think I ended up loving it that much. I ended up giving it 3.5 stars out of 5, so it's pretty good, just not super memorable, and yeah, it was fine. I would recommend it if you're wanting a fast-paced book, and I love the cover of this one. It's so pretty. Controversial opinion next. I read a book that I was so excited to read. This is All Fours by Miranda July. I didn't gel with anything in this book. I did not like the writing style from the first page, and it did not improve for me. I can't like put into words why I didn't like it. It just wasn't my vibe of a writing style. And then the whole plot of the story, it follows a lady who's like going on a road trip across the states, and she's going for work, but she actually ends up only going 20 minutes away from home and staying in a hotel, and lying to her family and her husband and her child about where she is, and then kind of having like a fling, like an affair, but like it's weird, and then it just like goes on and starts becoming even weirder, and it's kind of about her discovering her sexuality, and exploring her fantasies in like her like late 40s, but I just didn't gel with any of it, and I ended up forcing myself to get through this book when it should have been a DNF, because I'd already bought it, so I wanted to read it, but because I forced myself to go through a book that I wasn't enjoying, I ended up giving it 1 star, because I just, by the end of it, I did not want to read it, which was a shame, because I have heard amazing reviews about this, but it just was not my kind of book, which is fine, but yeah, it was okay. Okay, next book that I read was a reread of a book that I read a few years ago, one of my all-time favourites. This is Small Bodies of Water by Nina Minya Powles. This is a non-fiction memoir, kind of nature writing, also talks about her life and her experience with like identity and like what home is to her, because she's lived in many different places, and just beautiful nature writing. A lot of it's set in Borneo, which is one of my favorite places in the world, and talking about the flora and fauna over there and connection to water and swimming, and yeah, just an absolutely beautiful read. I love this one so much, so I ended up giving it 5 stars again. Then next on my physical books, I read another Booker Prize nominee, and I think this one was shortlisted, I'm pretty sure. This was The Safe Keep by Yael van der Wooden. This is set post-World War II and it's set in the Netherlands, and it's kind of talking about like family and the effects of the war, like post-war, and like all the trauma within the family and stuff. Yeah, I feel like going into this one blind was the best way to do it, because I didn't know much about this at all and I was shocked by it. There is a lot of queerness as well, just like explored in this book, and how queerness back in the 60s was kind of taboo and like had to be hidden more than it is these days. And yeah, I really ended up liking this one, and then it had this big amazing reveal, like twist at the end that I wasn't expecting at all, and it all just came together so beautifully. It's just about families and relationships and connection, and yeah, it was amazing. Moving on, I've just got 2 more to talk about real quick. I then read Death Valley by Melissa Broder, which I've been wanting to read for a while. This book was so much fun. There was a lot of magical realism within this book. It explores a lady who is grieving her father, but her father's still sick and has not died yet, and also her partner who lives with a chronic illness, and she's just trying to navigate those troubles in her life. So she decides to go off into the desert and have a little vacation to get away from it all, but she ends up becoming lost, and so much happens, and it's wild, and it's kind of like a metaphor for how lost she feels within herself at this time. So I ended up giving that 4 stars out of 5. That was such a fun read, and the writing style was beautiful. And then finally, I feel like I've talked about this one a few times on reading vlogs, but this is Small Rain by Garth Greenwell. I finally finished reading this book. It says here on Storygraph that it's only 256 pages long, but I swear that book felt like it was 600 to 700 pages long. I read it on my Kindle and it just kept going on and on and on, but not in a bad way, because I actually loved it. It was just muses and thoughts about a guy who gets admitted into hospital during the COVID times for a heart condition, and he stays there over the course of like 2 weeks, and it's literally just like day to day, like what's happening, very like medical. I feel like the person who wrote it knows a lot about the medical space, and just him, like his anxiety of being there, his reflections on life, and also touches on queerness. And yeah, it was just, I really liked it. It was one of those books that I didn't want to read all in one sitting. It was just, I kind of went in and out of it, and over the course of like 2 months I read it, and it was a really nice read to just get back into. I ended up giving that 4.5 stars out of 5. So that's my reading updates for the moment, and then I am still reading The Temperature and Sanatorium at the moment. I have 3 hours until I have to go, so I got to start getting ready for Lainey. I'm gonna go get ready, and yeah, I am so excited. Hi Hannah.